How's it going, guys? This is Boss Fence 13 from THScinematic. And this is kind of video game news. Now, if you're a big Assassin's Creed fan, or nerd, or geek, or whatever you want to call it, like I am, you might be wondering, what will the next Assassin's Creed game entail? Well, if you're asking yourself that question and you're excited for the next one, even though it's a pretty long time away, I have some news for you. So let's get into this. So, Ubisoft, I don't think they can continue with Edward, because at the end of Assassin's Creed 4, Edward goes to England and he continues a normal life with his daughter, and gives up on piracy and being an assassin. We think, or I think. So I don't think they continue with Edward. And sailing, like they've been working on in Assassin's Creed 3 and 4, unfortunately, as great as as fun as it is to play with, it doesn't work in all time periods. In all time periods, sailing didn't have a huge impact. But what they will continue doing is, as in Assassin's Creed 4, the Templar group is known as Abstergo Entertainment, and they will continue using Abstergo Entertainment in the next game as the Templar group. So what the actual games are considering or time periods they're considering is Egypt. When I saw that, I was wondering, like, how much could you do in Egypt? I mean, maybe that's just me. I don't know that much about Egypt. Maybe it's more exciting than I always thought. I thought it was just, I don't know, pyramids and the Sphinx and guys with, I don't know, movies I've seen that involve ancient Egypt. It doesn't seem that exciting to me. So they're considering Egypt, and instead of the sailing aspect of the game, they're considering using desert survival as sort of a minigame sort of thing. And a list of other possible eras are as follows: 13th century Egypt, 14th century Japan, the French Revolution, 19th century Taiwan, the Napoleonic Wars, Imperial China, Victorian England, ancient Rome, the Russian Revolution, the invasion of the Americas by Spanish conquistadors. So that's the list of possible time periods that they're considering. The three most requested time periods for the next game are World War II, Feudal Japan, and Egypt, which the designers of the game at Ubisoft decided not to do because they think they would all be too boring. So I guess that counts out Egypt. So what I'm thinking is, if you know about the Assassin's Creed series other than just the games, you know that there's a famous Russian assassin known as alright, ready? Nikolai Orlov. I don't speak Russian. I'm not Russian. I can't pronounce that right. And as for lines such as the Kenway line and the Auditore line, there's two other lines where in Assassin's Creed 4, there's one part where you hack into Abstergo Entertainment, like the boss's computer, and you get a letter, and there's two more family lines that are mentioned in the letter that you get when you hack into the computer. And they're also crazy names that I'm not going to be able to pronounce most likely. So the Pat Nillineal line and the Matifinial line. Oh my god. I probably butchered those so much. But personally, what I think would be cool is like medieval England. So what I was thinking about that was like there's different castles, which would be awesome. And then you go around like a war wagon or something like that, and you can attack other wagons. That way, it's not ships, but it's sort of like the pirating theme that goes along with Assassin's Creed 4. I think that would be cool. And I also think like Vikings would be cool. I don't really know how they could do that though, because it doesn't seem. To me, it seems like a cool time period, but I don't know how much they could do with that in a game. And another idea that I came up with like a half hour ago, what I think would be cool is going back to the medieval England part. What if you're like with Robin Hood? That would be cool to me. Like a bandit, and it's sort of like, it would sort of be like the Assassin's Creed 4 thing where you're a bandit and then you kind of get hired as an assassin. Not really hired, but you join the assassins and you like talk to Robin Hood, even though we're not 100% sure that he actually existed. But then talk to historical characters like, I don't know, King Richard, Lionhearted. I just think that would be really cool. Yeah, this has been video game news. So my opinions and actual opinions from I was about to say from Stereo, from Ubisoft. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Bushmaster 13 out.